2020 is in our rear view.
Yes.
I'm like not thinking about how much of a suckfest it was for me in like my whole life. But I do want to talk about like kind of the best and worst of 2020 in terms of like culture. I don't really want to, we already know there was some fuckery going on in the world.
Yeah.
We don't need to cover that again. But I do want to talk about the fuckery that was the movies and the music of 2020 and some of the good stuff that came out of it. We'll start worst because we want to save the best for last.
Yeah.
Worst. I'm gonna let you take this first one because I know it hurts deep. It cuts deep for you.
Worst by far for me, like number one, takes the number one spot, was Mulan.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What a tragedy. Truly. Like,
honestly, one of the biggest disappointments. Like, if I think about that movie, I fume. Like,
yeah,
I still like start to get angry because it was just so bad.
it's terrible.
They took away everything that was good about it and like made it into just
I just hate
trash.
sloppy. I think that's the thing about Disney lately is it's just been sloppy plot armor. Like, you can't just be like, cause magic, cause woman,
because chi.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Because
you have
she's
to
a
have
lady.
substance, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I feel like these live action Disney movies, they lose the substance that is key to these stories. And I'm like, dude, you could have literally remade shot for shot the original Mulan, and I would have been blown away.
Yeah.
I would have been
would've loved
completely
that.
happy.
It's just like, why change it? And you're like, oh, we're gonna change it and make it more realistic, and then don't make it more realistic at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
annoying.
It was just terrible. It was a terrible movie, and then you paid $30 to watch it.
Bitch,
early.
I'm
And I
already
think
unemployed.
That's the worst part about it.
Dude, dude.
Like, you had to pay extra to see that movie.
Yeah, you know, whatever. I mean, I ride for Disney like way too hard, even when they piss me off, so it's fine. But Jesus Christ on the cross, dude. Don't ever do that shit to me again. Try me one more time, Disney. Try me one more fucking time.
God, Mulan was so bad.
Do better.
Just take my like childhood and just like they spat on it. Like,
Yeah. And I know that's your favorite Disney movie, so
Yeah.
it just sucks. It sucks. Next, all right, this one, dude, clenching my fists, like clenching my fists because it's so fresh. All right, let me just set the fucking tone, okay? It's Christmas. It's been a hard year, okay? And my family and I were just like, let's go to a socially distanced movie theater and go see Wonder Woman 1984. Bitch, I have missed the movies. Raven and I used to go to the movies all the time. Like, that was like just something we did. And I was so ready. I was like, I'm going to get my popcorn. I'm going to get my Crunch a Bunch and like mix that shit in. I'm going to get I got a Coca-Cola slushie. I haven't done that since I was like 15.
you were like ready.
I was ready, bitch.
You were
I was
reminiscing.
sitting in the theater. I was like, this is going to be amazing. Wonder Woman was so good. Why wouldn't this one be amazing? The trailer looked cool. The trailer was the only good thing to come from that, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, this movie was, I just spit. This movie was honestly like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I honestly like 100% mean that. 100% mean that. It was one of the worst movies I have ever seen. Because like you could tell, like, here's why. Because, you know, you watch bad movies and you're like, they know this was bad. They full on were like, we think this is incredible. We can't wait for you to see this. The story's about hope. We need hope right now.
It's terrible.
It literally is the one, like, honestly, like, I truly don't have hope for DC anymore. You're done. So, and it kills me because I love DC. Like, I'm more of a DC fan than I am Marvel. But they cannot make a fucking movie to save their lives.
Yeah.
And also, again, it's this other thing about let's make a movie about powerful women, but not give any fucking reason for it other than like vagina. You know what I mean? Like, I just hate that shit. It's just sloppy. It's just lazy. And I don't like it.
The most annoying thing is just because, like, I feel like a lot of people were looking forward to that movie coming out, and then it just felt like, oh, let's just put one more cherry on top of the shit Sunday that was 2020. Let's just slide this one in there before it turns 2021.
Yeah, exactly. It was
because it's just like so bad.
It was terrible. It was so bad. And like, there was this Latin family sitting in front of me, and they were speaking the entire time. And if there's one thing you know about me, I hate when people talk during a movie. I didn't even fucking care because I was like, you're right. I don't care because this movie sucks. Yeah. And they also thought it was hilarious that they displayed Pedro Pascal's character, the villain. I don't even remember his fucking name, where he's eating a tamale to like show that he was poor. Tamales in our culture is a delicacy on Christmas, I'll have you know. So fuck you, Wonder Woman. On to the next. Cyberpunk. I depression bought Cyberpunk on PS4. I should not have done that. But here we are, and I'm getting my refund from CD Projekt Red. Thank you. And I will be getting it on PC. But the glitches, dude, like I can't even play this game. I've been trying to play this game. It won't even let me. It just keeps crashing. And, you know, you see the memes. Even, like, some of the most powerful PC games or PCs cannot even handle this game.
Yeah.
Which is just, like, I mean, hats off to them. They just made, like, a crazy game that not even technology can keep up with. Granted, I have a couple friends who said they are playing it on their PS5 and it's doing apparently fine. Just like the occasional glitch where a character walks through a door. Now, I don't think that's anything to call home about. Okay. But yeah, my PS4 was literally like crashing. It sounded like a jet engine. I was like, this thing's going to catch fire. Like, so I can't even play this game.
I feel like it should be pretty disappointing though, that if it's like, why release it for these old consoles?
Right.
Or like, they put out a game that was essentially not finished.
Yeah, and that argument, I 100% hear it. At the end of the day, you know, people wanted this game. People were like, give us the game, give us the game, give us the game. And CD Projekt Red was like, all right, we'll give you the game. And then people were like, what? You gave us the game. And it was like, this is what you wanted. But yeah, I 100% hear that. That's also not the first time that shit has happened, though. Like, games get released unfinished all the time. All the fucking time. But it's just disappointing. I am still really excited to play this game once I finally get my refund and get my PC code to download it. But till then, disappointing. The other thing is the music, dude. The music in 2020 was, granted, there were some things that were great. There were iconic hits like WAP. WAP was great. But like, I just feel like whenever I would turn on the radio, it just was like ear bleeding noise. I hated it. Like, and even when I would try to get my like indie girl time on Spotify and go to like the new indie music, it was all terrible. It all made me like it was depressing.
It was all like really depressing. Like I was looking at my Spotify Wrapped and they're like, all the indie hits you missed, and I'm like, okay, I'll listen to this. Like, I was a few songs in, I'm like, I'm bummed out. Like, this is upsetting. Like,
yeah, dude,
depressing.
There's
like,
really honestly like no like there wasn't a lot of good music this past year that was overall just disappointing. Yeah. Yuck. I mean, normally I am fine with like, if I turn on the hit music station, I'll probably like 50% of it. This year, it was just like, yuck. Like, I started listening to the classical music station. For real. Like, I can't even handle it. And then last, this one threw me for a loop, and I'm just like confused why like I don't hear anyone really talking about this. Social justice warriors, you keyboard warriors, where the fuck were you on this one? I feel like there's been absolute silence. I have not really heard much about it. Shia LaBeouf being a fucking abusive monster. Did anyone miss the memo on that? Our goddess FKA Twigs literally went public about how he like subjected her to alleged relentless abuse.
That's
and
ridiculous.
Sia spoke out. I think someone else spoke out recently.
Wasn't it SZA?
SZA? No, Sia. It's Sia, my dude.
Someone sued him.
It was FKA Twigs.
Okay.
Sued
FKA
him.
Twigs sued him for emotional damages, which I love.
That is crazy. And the thing is like Sia spoke out saying that Shia allegedly conned her into a sexual relationship, which we know they definitely had some sort of working relationship because he did Elastic Heart music video.
Yeah.
And yeah, and also he hasn't really come out and denied it. He wrote an email back to New York Times saying that, you know, he has struggled with alcoholism and his abusive nature and has hurt many people close to him. So he's not going to really tell anyone how they should respond to how he's been in the past. And apparently he's like trying to better himself. And this just hurts because I'm such a huge fan of Shia LaBeouf. Like
yeah,
I really loved him like for a long time. But now I'm just like 2020 had to take Shia LaBeouf from me. I mean, it's him, but like it's sad. Like it's just sad. It's just sad. Like, but I will not be supporting him for now.
No.
I don't really believe that FKA Twigs is lying about this. And a lot of women have come out and been like, yeah, he's kind of messed up. Like, he's pretty messed up. I think Sia even was like, listen, I'm not saying like we shouldn't have empathy for Shia, but he's definitely sick in the head. So
that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's just
he did have some good movies that came out, and
Honey Boy, Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah.
I love those movies. Yeah, dude, it just it hurts, dude. It hurts. It sucks when you like are a big fan of somebody and they're just like you find out that they're actually a fucking monster. So
I think that happens with like a lot of celebrities.
It really does. I mean, granted, he has a traumatic life, but like I truly just feel like there is literally no excuse to be abusive.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyway, that sucks. That sucked for me. And for everyone involved, not just for me. It sucks for all the big. What am I saying? Me, only me. It sucks for me.